Is it possible to bet on sports full time? The answer is yes. I'm up over $130,000 sports betting this year in 2023, and it's only September. I made over $200,000 last year in 2022. However, I don't necessarily recommend it, and I'm gonna give you some reasons that it may be a little harder than you think to quit your day job. So the first thing that may make betting on sports full-time a little difficult is your bankroll. So when I started betting after college, I had a full-time job because my bankroll was only a couple $1,000s. So it was a great side hustle for me. I was building my bankroll, but I couldn't have quit my job at the time. Right? So let's say you can get a 30% ROI as a sports bettor. That's a great ROI every single month. Let's say you know the profitable strategies, you know how to get to a 30% ROI. Well, if your bankroll is $10,000, then you're making $3,000 a month in profit. Then you may be able to bet on sports full time. On the other hand, if your bankroll is only $100 and you're making $30 a month, obviously, that's not going to be enough money to sustain yourself and bet on sports full time. The second thing about sports betting that makes it a little difficult is a lot of these sports books have maximum betting limits. So you can see I was placing an arbitrage bet on Barstool. They only gave me a max bet size of 178 bucks. So long story short, the markets aren't that liquid. It's not like you can go on sports books and bet $10,000 on whatever you want. A lot of these bookmakers have betting limits around $100, $200. However, I really think limits are kind of overrated. And the reason I think limits are a little overrated is OddsJam has over 200 sports books. Granted, not all of these sports books are going to be legal in your location, but a lot of them will be, right? You have DraftKings, you have Caesars, you have FanDuel, you have WinBet. There's tons of different books out there. Some have slightly higher betting limits than others. Caesars Sportsbook, for example, is a book that I'm very profitable on this year. I'm up over $40,000. And one of the perks of Caesars is they have pretty high betting limits. You can see I've smashed some of these bets for $5,000, $7,000, which has made it easy for me to continue to make money on Caesars year after year. So sure, even though Barstool's limiting me to around $178 on this play, on Caesars Sportsbook, I still have pretty dang good betting limits, which is a big benefit. So I'll include a link below to the OddsJam free bets page, which is gonna show you all sportsbooks available in your location, as well as all of their sign-up bonuses. But one thing I do wanna mention is I am now limited on DraftKings, right? I can only get down bet sizes of sometimes 50 bucks, 100 bucks, but I've made over $200,000 total on DraftKings. This limit came after a year and a half, something like that, where I made a ton of money slamming DraftKings for pretty big bet sizes. You can see right here a video of me pulling up my profit and loss on DraftKings over $200,000. So sure, it obviously sucks that I can now only bet 50 bucks, 100 bucks on DraftKings, but honestly, that's just kind of part of the game. That's why I've transferred a lot of my betting volume to Caesars this year. Honestly though, the biggest thing that blocks most people from being full-time sports bettors is work ethic. I will never tell you that it is easy to make money sports betting and that you can get rich quick. People want to turn $1 into $1 million, and I'm just gonna tell you, you might as well go to 7-Eleven and buy yourself a lottery ticket, because that is not a strategy for making money off of the books. Bankroll is a consideration. I started with a very low bankroll, had a full-time job, but hey, I've already made within a few years over $200,000 on DraftKings, building up my bankroll, putting some of my savings from my full-time job into sports betting as well. And now I bet on sports full time, right? Also, limits are a consideration, but I am max limited on every single sports book and am still up over $130,000 this year. So bankroll and limits are really just kind of blockers. The real reason most people can't bet on sports full time is they are lazy. So for example, here's an example of an arbitrage bet that I found on OddsJam. Arbitrage is when sportsbook models get super out of sync, and you can place a bet on both the over and the under and make a risk-free profit. So here, I bet on Barstool 178 bucks, Caesars 178 bucks, and I'm making $8 of risk-free profit. I just stumbled upon this arbitrage play at like 11 p.m., on some random night. So I was putting in the work, and sure, it's only $8, but if I put in the work to hit 100 arbitrage bets, just like this one, that's $800 of risk-free profit, and I am max limited on both Barstool and Caesars. So it really boils down to work ethic. It ultimately requires you to put in time as a profitable sports bettor. Maybe each arbitrage bet or risk-free bet you hit makes you $5 a profit. So if you can hit 100 arbitrage bets within a week, then you're looking at $500 a profit. Whereas if you're lazy and you only hit 2 arbitrage bets, that's only $10 in profit. So long story short, I truly believe being a full-time sports bettor ultimately boils down to hustle. It boils down to putting into work. There are dozens of OddsJam users who are up over $100,000 this year. It's all public, posted on Twitter. People like Ethan who are up hundreds of thousands of dollars betting on sports part-time, and they're max limited too. The sportsbooks know they're smart and have cut down their bet sizes, but they're not lazy. They grind out these profits and they understand profitable betting strategy. Ethan isn't looking to get rich quick. He's not looking to make $1 million overnight. He's looking for an edge in how he can consistently make thousands of dollars month over month. So if you aren't lazy and you're willing to put in the work and are actually looking to make money sports betting, whether you're doing it part-time at first or whether you're looking to dive in full-time, I'll include a link below to get a 7-day free trial of OddsJam. Okay, it's completely free. There are thousands of people who make money month over month with the OddsJam software. It's all data driven, things like arbitrage betting, making risk-free profits, day trading the sports books, and inefficiencies in the market. So you can try OddsJam for 1 week completely risk-free. If you're not happy, you're not satisfied, cancel in one button click. But I promise you, you're gonna be on your way to bigger profits. Also, I'm here to help you every single step of the way. My email is alex@oddsjam.com. I'll include that in the description as well. I wanna see you be profitable. I wanna see you do this full time, do what you love, bet on sports, watch sports for a living. I do it, I love it, I'm happy. I want that to be you as well. So feel free to reach out with any questions.